When we were in Spain, there were too many Spanish people there. The receptionist spoke Spanish, the food was Spanish. No one told us that there would be so many foreigners. What do you mean? Excuse me, Karen, but you are the foreigner in this situation if you want to be technical here. It took us 9 hours to fly home from Jamaica to England. It took the Americans only 3 hours to get home. This seems unfair. Ma'am, do you not know how travel works? Things are different distances from each other. No one told us there would be fish in the water. The children were scared. Your children are scared of fish. You should be more worried about that than what's in the water. Just saying. They should not allow topless sunbathing on the beach. It was very distracting for my husband who just wanted to relax. Somehow, I have a feeling that your husband was feeling just fine in that situation, and you were the one that was having a hard time relaxing. The beach was too sandy. We had to clean everything when we returned to our room. It's a beach! What were you expecting? We bought Ray-Ban sunglasses for €5 from a street trader, only to find out they were fake. You don't say. Sunglasses that retail for normally around $150 and you bought them for €5 thinking that they were going to be real. My fiance and I requested twin beds when we booked, but instead we were placed in a room with a king bed. We now hold you responsible and want to be reimbursed for the fact that I became pregnant. This would not have happened if you had put us in the room that we booked. I'm speechless on that one. I don't even know what to say. On my holiday to Goa in India, I was disgusted to find that almost every restaurant served curry. I don't like spicy food. Well, did you research anything about the destination that you booked a holiday to? Isn't India known for curry? Bitten by a mosquito. The brochure did not mention mosquitoes. I don't know where you come from, but I cannot go outside without getting bitten by a mosquito where I live. So I got nothing for you. Although the brochure said there was a fully equipped kitchen, there was no egg slicer in the drawers. Oh, bless your heart. Have you never learned how to use a knife? I compared the size of our one-bedroom suite to our friend's three-bedroom, and ours was significantly smaller. Yeah, significantly smaller, almost as if there were two less rooms in the suite. Imagine. We booked an excursion to a water park, but no one told us we had to bring our own swimsuits and towels. We assumed it would be included in the price. If you were staying on a resort that had rooms that you would stay in, I could see maybe expecting there to be towels available, but why on earth would you want to wear a swimsuit that thousands of other people have worn over the years? The brochure stated no hairdressers at the resort. We're trainee hairdressers, and we think they knew and made us wait longer for service. That's not what they meant! A woman threatened to call police after claiming that she'd been locked in by staff, when in fact she had mistaken the Do Not Disturb sign on the back of the door as a warning to remain in the room. Ma'am, did you fall onto your head? Because I've fallen on my head energy. Big time. We went on a holiday to Spain and had a problem with the taxi drivers as they were all Spanish. Why do these sound like Americans? And I sound perfectly safe saying this as an American, that it seems like a lot of Americans believe that everybody should just be able to speak English everywhere they go. We found the sand was not like the sand in the brochure. Your brochure shows the sand as white, but it was more yellow. And please tell me, Karen, why the color of the sand had an impact on your ability to enjoy a relaxing time at the beach. A guest at a Novotel in Australia complained his soup was too thick and strong. He was inadvertently slurping the gravy at the time. Sir, how do you mistake gravy for soup? We had to line up outside to catch the boat, and there was no air conditioning. What did you expect? How do you How do you think people are going to air condition the outdoors? I'm really sorry, Karen, that you had to wait outside for probably 15 minutes to get onto the boat, but there are going to be plenty of places on the boat that don't have air conditioning as well. I think you're going to have to get over that. The roads were uneven and bumpy, so we could not read the local guidebook during the bus ride to the resort. Because of this, we were unaware of many things that would have made our holiday more fun. You think maybe you could have found a better time to read your local guidebook? Maybe upon arrival? I can't imagine the guidebook was that big. I'm sure you had some time to skim through it, not only upon your arrival, but also during the trip itself. It's lazy of the local shopkeepers in Puerto Vallarta to close in the afternoons. I often needed to buy things during siesta time. This should be banned. Well, Karen, I'm so terribly sorry that you think that another country's customs and normalities are bad to you, but unfortunately, the world does not revolve around you. I think it should be explained in the brochure that the local convenience store does not sell proper biscuits like custard creams or ginger nuts. Well, I'm terribly sorry that I've never heard of ginger nuts before, but isn't part of the excitement of traveling to different places, encountering and experiencing the different foods that are available in different cultures? It is your duty as a tour operator to advise us of noisy or unruly guests before we travel. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you that unfortunately, just like the noisy and unruly guests that you had to encounter were also traveling at the same time as you. Therefore, nobody knew that they would be unruly and noisy. Terribly sorry to rain on your parade. Well, it would seem as though some of these tourists, if not all of them, were extremely hard to please. Let me know in the comments which one you thought was the most ridiculous travel review.